Oh, basically, I was in the U.S. Merchant Marines at that point, so I was working over in Asia on a liquefied natural gas tanker, and started noticing some changes in bowel habits and everything else. With that, when I got back to shore, I had made an appointment with my general practitioner, and he decided it was time to run some tests. I had family history, both my grandmother and father on my paternal grandmother and my father both had colon cancer. And so I figured, well, just better be safe than sorry, because you do hear of sometimes these cases. So I went through the usual battery of tests that they do, from a colonoscopy and barium enema, and found out I had numerous polyps, over 20 polyps in my colon, and they had gone ahead during the colonoscopy and biopsied a few of those polyps, and they came back with a borderline malignancy in them. So that's when my general practitioner referred me to a specialist. When I seen the specialist, it does happen in sometimes younger women or, you know, individuals under the age of 50, that if there is a strong family history, there is a chance of colon cancer earlier in life. So with that, he decided the best route for me, with the number of polyps that I did have, they would do a more radical surgery, and it was determined they would remove my entire colon. And so at 29 years old, I had my entire colon and sigmoid colon removed, and they did an anastomosis and just connected the small intestine to the rectum, and I didn't have to have any kind of ileostomy bags or anything like that. Oh, I think that all the time when I look. I've got a 5.5-year-old daughter, and I mean, I look at her now and just think, what if I didn't do that, or what if I didn't take charge and actually find out a little bit more information? Where would I be now, and what would my health be like? Would I even be here at this point in time? So I truly believe being very concerned and, knowledgeable about our bodies. I mean, colon cancer is not something to be shy and hide behind the wall about it. You can talk with your practitioner and discuss. There's a number of different testing options that you can do and that are minimally invasive. The colonoscopy is nothing. Everybody jokes about it, but the prep, and that's if you can make it through the prep, the colonoscopy is nothing. It's a very simple procedure. They put you into a twilight. You don't feel a thing, and it's over before you even realize it. So the worst part about the whole thing is the prep, and that's nothing. And what it does in turn, you're able to do that. If there is a polyp found at that point, the doctor is able to already remove that, and then they can send that off for pathology to find out if there is any reason or if everything's clean. Okay. It's something that she'll probably need to start being screened at, and there's a number of non-invasive screenings too that she can do. They offer blood tests right now. A lot of times for stool samples, they'll check for occult blood in there, and so again, those are tests that are not physically invasive in any sense, but a simple way of screening that for her, with our family history, that she can practice probably starting from age 18 on. When I had the surgery, I did go back out to sea, but because of the physical work involved with being out on the ships and being so far away from medical help, it was determined that I was best off finding work on land and getting out of that profession. So one of the great things about it was I met so many wonderful people through my whole treatment that it led me to go back to college and study radiology, and now I have my PhD in healthcare administration, and it gives me the chance to work with individuals day after day, and I mean, I can share my story with them and also have the opportunity to help guide them too in diagnosing. If I had one thing to say, is don't be shy. It's your body, and know what is normal and what's abnormal. And so when things aren't quite right, or you're not, don't be afraid to go discuss with your doctor. And if you're 50 years old without a family history, just get those screenings. It's not very often that you have to have them, and they're not painful or anything like that. Right. No chance of recurrence because of the radical surgery they did for me. And that's just with how strong of a family history I had and the number of polyps that were found, and the pathology that had come back for the staging on them. So they went ahead, and I did not need chemotherapy or radiation or anything like that because of what they had with doing that surgery. Now, there are a number of different ways too with colon cancer that during early stages, simple colonoscopy, you're able to remove that polyp, and if there's no invasion of the cells into the colon wall, you're done with it. There's no additional treatment, and that's a great way to catch it early, and it's very preventable. So again, screening is ideal. Once you hit that age, you really need to do the screenings and just pay attention